a taste, just a little glimpse of what the drivers have to go through, the punishment they take, not just physically, but mentally as well, with those 20 or so buttons on their steering wheel, and all the information they have to deal with at the same time, almost like driving has to be automatic, doesn't it? Just to get a taste of that. I have been around the Melbourne track in an F1 car of sorts against the Red Bull boss, Christian Horner, but don't worry about the BBC budget because it didn't mean leaving Milton Keynes.
Didn't it?
No, let's have a look.
They're among the fastest cars in the world, and this is the man in charge of the reigning Formula One champions. My car needs a wash, it's built for ferrying kids about, but I did pass my driving test first time. The challenge was 5 laps of the Melbourne track in a real F1 car, albeit 3 metres off the ground in the safety of a simulator in Milton Keynes.
Starting the lap.
Everything is designed to match the experience of a real F1 drive, including the movement, all the buttons to press, instructions to listen to, and this is how the drivers learn.
They've got so much going on. In many ways, I guess a bit like a fighter pilot. The tyres, the KERS, the rear wing, the engine, the fuel consumption. So there's quite a lot of things for the driver to take on board and pass back to his engineer.
Keep missing that one.
Excellent.
The big difference is you crash in this, it doesn't hurt. You crash on track and you're going to hurt yourself or do a bit of damage.
As Mark Webber found out himself at Melbourne in 2009, which is why both he and drivers' champion Sebastian Vettel spent hours testing on the simulator. Now, Christian Horner's fastest lap was 1:39, only 13 seconds off pole pace from last season. No pressure then.
Well, it's only when you get in you realise how much you're actually lying down rather than sitting in a car. Feels like I'm in a bed, and trying to see the track is quite a challenge.
It throws you up and down and side to side, just like in a real car, and I quickly realised the impact that the F1 drivers' bodies constantly take.
This is what you call a scenic lap.
5 laps later, feeling rather car sick and with cramp in my left calf, it was time to see how I'd measured up against the real drivers. And of course, there are other drivers on the track for them as well. So, Christian, how did we do? Who won?
It was close. It was very close. I think you were approximately about just under a minute behind.
Yeah.
So, not, you know, over a race it would have only been about 50 laps or something like that. So.
But I didn't crash.
You didn't crash is the most important thing.
But I don't think Sebastian or Mark will be too worried at this point.
Well, we've got your number, so if we get in trouble, we know who to call.
Great stuff. All the best in the
thank you
season.
very much
Cheers,
indeed.
Christian. All phones just go... Oh, no, it's my mum, not Christian. I don't think I'll get a call.
Really good fun, actually. Thank you very much.
50 laps slower over the course of a race. That just shows how good they are.
Maybe next year.
Ministers have been accused of using the budget to punish pensioners for the good times that